everybody doing? Thank you for checking out the Mark Shapiro Music Channel. I'd like to welcome everyone. Today we are going to discuss the king of rock and roll, Mr. Chuck Berry. His intro on Johnny B. Goode was legendary. It really set the tone. It influenced the greats such as Jimmy Page, the Stones, the Beatles. So why don't I do this? Let me play it and then we'll break it down a little bit. Okay, let's check it out. That's insane. Let's break that down a little bit. First of all, he starts with going right up to pentatonic. Ends up with the double stop. Playing over B7. And then, so he starts. So he's taking that fourth and sliding with the fifth. And just goes right down the dominant 7 arpeggio. And then works that major third with some funk. Just goes right down the pentatonic. Classic lick. And then does the virgil lick. Playing the same note, bending on the third string to equal the note on the second string. It almost kind of sounds like he's sliding more jazzy style, but I think that's more rock and roll. And then that final lick. So he goes up to that 9th, right? Right down the 7th. And then that little thing where he outlines the 3rd. So he plays a half step up, a half step below, and then plays the 3rd. Just goes right down the blues scale on the way out to take you home. That solo was legendary. It really set the tone, the style. Chuck Berry was a great entertainer. He had hits such as Maybelline, Johnny B. Goode, rock and roll music. He was a big hit in the mid to late 50s. He was the man. And he was also famous for making sure that he got cash before any gig. He wanted the cash on the barrelhead. So that's why we want to talk about Chuck Berry, because he was a founder, and so much of the music you hear comes right out of Chuck Berry and right out of that solo. There's so many licks in that solo that are so valuable. He works around the chords. He outlines the chords. You can hear the chords within the single line that he's playing. And so for that reason, we wanted to celebrate Chuck Berry on this episode, Volume 3. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and checking us out at the Mark Shapiro Music Channel. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time around. All right.